Hey, what's up, guys? Meteorologist Doug Hetty. It is a Monday afternoon. The weather is fantastic. I have the windows open here in the house, and I'm this close, because I hate being hot. I am that close to turning on the air conditioner. Thought about it. We're going to wait it out. All right, tonight I'm going to be in KOM News 9 and 10. Sam's going to do the 5 and 6 because we have a couple late nights tonight. We got the championship game. It's on CBS. And then tomorrow we got severe weather. So today we're going to be talking about our severe weather event for the Central Plains on Tuesday night into Wednesday. And then we'll be talking about that again tomorrow. And then probably Wednesday we'll go long range forecasting and see when are we going to have these events coming up over the next few weeks. First off, huge shout out to my boys Superior Roofing and Construction. They're actually coming out to my house here in a little bit because I have a little storage shed. And the windstorm on Friday tore up my shingles, so they're going to fix that for me. But they're a four-state premier roofing contractor, family-owned and operated right here in Joplin, 7th and High Street. Also have a salon out of there called Vibe. Give them a call today, especially after the winds that we picked up on Friday. A lot of people missing shingles. And of course, we're in severe weather season. We're going to get plenty of severe weather as we go through the next couple months. First off, let's take a look at tomorrow. Let's see if I can get that to stop. Okay. So let's look at tomorrow here, and we have at least a high risk for severe weather. Eastern parts of Iowa, western parts of Illinois. And this is mainly going to be tornadic in the mid-afternoon. So kind of, 3 to 6 p.m. Tornadic supercells are going to blow up. Then there's this other corridor of high from southern Missouri into eastern parts of Oklahoma. This is interesting. This is actually two separate events that is going to combine into this. So some late afternoon supercells are going to get going. And but there's a big threat with the squall line that pushes through tomorrow night, that some of those could be tornadic. The four-state area, the Joplin area, we are at least a low to moderate risk with severe weather as we get into tomorrow night. So our main threat is tomorrow night, not tomorrow afternoon. So let's go ahead. Let's break this down. But again, another big event. This isn't going to be like Friday where it was so widespread. Most of the afternoon is going to be capped. A cap is a warm layer of air in the atmosphere. Storms build, they hit the cap, and they don't like it. So they kind of fall apart. But when the cap breaks, the storms build, and there we go. So the afternoon is going to be highly capped. So we're not going to get a ton of storms. It's tomorrow night that the cap really gets loose. And then that's when we start to see some bigger storms, which are going to form. All right, let's look outside right now. It's a great day. We're pushing 80. I mean, it's fantastic. You can see showers, a few thunderstorms once you get to the north, and then you got snow back out across southern parts of South Dakota, Rapid City, into parts of Wyoming. But it's this system right here that is heading toward us as we go through the next 24 hours. So today looks great. Tonight, look at this. We stay into the mid to upper 60s for overnight lows. 62 in Kansas City, 59 in Wichita, 66 in Fort Smith. Let's go through tomorrow. We're going to have a lot of clouds. Let's go all the way into the afternoon. All right, so look at the capped environment. So you can see there are some isolated storms that bust through the cap, but not a lot. So we're really watching this area, eastern Iowa, western parts of Illinois, because here's our warm front. See how the winds go to the east? They're around the south here. So there are going to be some tornadic storms, eastern Iowa into western parts of Illinois. But I also want to watch this region, Springfield to Branson, I think just southeast of Joplin, West Plains. A couple little supercells could get going that do become tornadic as we get into the late afternoon. So let's continue through the evening. You can see some scattered thunderstorms. You got this cluster way up here near Chicago, but still mainly highly capped. Now, I want you to focus in out to the west. Okay, so our dry line at this time is right along the I-44 corridor, but you can see where the winds converge here out toward I-35. That is the actual cold front, and the cold front is going to overtake the dry front, or the dry line, and that's always an interesting scenario. So let's continue through the evening. Just scattered hit and miss storms. So now we're talking nocturnal night. Here we go. Explode. So here's 11:30 p.m. So this is a squall line But here's what's interesting. These may be some individual supercells that do drop some tornadoes. So we need to watch that. Northeastern Kansas, look at this, through Emporia. And then if we look, this is going to go through Yates Center, Chanute, all the way down into northern parts of Oklahoma. And it will continue to expand as we go through the overnight hours. Now, this is a model trend, so it's not very correct. Like it has it weakening here in southeastern Kansas. That's not going to happen. Okay, so now we got this line. So here's 1:30 in the morning. So this is an overnight event. We got this intense line is pushed through Kansas City, now pushing into the Joplin Metro down toward Tulsa. And these are going to have very large hail, gusty winds, and there are going to be some tornadoes in there, which are nocturnal, which stinks. All right, watch this line. So here's 3:30 in the morning from northeastern Missouri through southwestern Missouri. And now all these guys popping up, northwest Arkansas toward Fort Smith, those are going to be supercells, and those could be tornadic. So this is kind of a interesting event, I guess is the best way to put it. All right, let's continue on. Storms continue. Here's 5:30 in the morning. We still have ongoing severe weather. Northern parts of Texas, western parts of Arkansas, so just to the west of Little Rock, I'm sorry, all the way up through central Missouri. So at this time, it's out of the four-state area, but it's Springfield, Branson, East. So this is going to be really interesting. We need to see how this comes together as we get into tomorrow. We're going to have a really good handle, but this is something I want to greatly pay attention to. Then this storm system pushes east, and we cool down quite a bit by the time we head into Friday. So there's a lot to watch over the next 24 hours, of course. I'm going to be at KOAM tonight, 9 and 10. And then tomorrow is going to be a long day. We got elections. Make sure you get out and vote. And then we got severe weather that is going to roll in tomorrow night. All right, guys. Any comments, questions, leave them in the comment section below. And, of course, I'll be back here tomorrow, probably late morning, and then we'll kind of break down everything that's going to happen. Have a great evening.